Should I just start?
Yeah, all right, let's talk about this real shit, bro. On the real.
All right, for sure. All right, so basically what I'm thinking, right? So I don't believe in actual religion, but I believe in the presence of an afterlife. So like the reason I don't believe in religion essentially is because religion was created, like especially like if you want to go back to like the Roman Catholic Church and shit like that, right? Like they wanted to manipulate the population into doing what they want, and they wanted power. So it was just like a small group of people that were like, damn, because no one knows how this, even now, right? Like we have religion in place because of the past and all the things that they did, but we still have the same questions of how did we come to exist, right? Like there's so many theories out there, like the Big Bang Theory, but like for me, it's a little bit iffy. Like, yeah, if I had to like put my money on it and say like if I had to pick a life or death situation, I would probably say Big Bang Theory, just because like it's probably like the most likely. But what I believe
is something that controlled that. There's a factor of that. Like it just didn't happen because of nature.
Well, I mean, like there was actually an imbalance of the it was like dark matter and matter, and they started colliding with each other, and it created like an insanely large reaction.
But what created that? You know, like what created that?
Well, look, listen to this. This universe is like, it has infinite parity. Like anything can happen. Like our understanding of the universe is pretty high, right? Like we have like the assumption right now that a lot of things can happen in this universe. Like anything is possible, right? Like there could be like intelligence out there and shit. But listen to that. Like we don't actually know shit about the universe, bro. And the crazy thing is too, really entropy is forever increasing. The universe is always expanding and new things are always happening, and stars are being like, you know, like everything's being destroyed and created every fucking second, and we have no clue about it. So, but aside from that, the reason I believe in an afterlife, right, is essentially what Buddhist people believe, and this is true. And like, okay, so actually, like, let me start from here. Essentially, when you take LSD, right, you become hyper aware, and basically the way that you interact with other things is different, because I mean, we're all made of atoms, right? And everything else is made of atoms. So basically, quantum physics is the way that these atoms, like the entire thing, quantum physics is like the way that everything interacts with each other, the way that these atoms and little pieces that build up everything in this world interact with each other, right? So when you're on LSD and you become hyper aware, for some people who are like already pretty aware, you know what I mean? You start feeling the vibrations from here. Notice how like if I put this right here, right? Yeah, you can feel the pressure. No, you can feel the pressure.
I've been on it too. Like I actually understand. Like
exactly, you can feel the pressure, right? Okay, wait, let me go left. Yeah, so you can feel the pressure, right? So essentially, that gives proof that we're living the atoms. We can interact with other things, which Buddhism actually says that there is life within everything, and there's energy within everything. No. So listen to this. There are certain things as a human being, right, that we're born with, right? So like obviously a lot of our personality and a lot of who we are is influenced by situation and what we were put into, but at the end of the day there is something there that's us, right? And the only way we could actually comprehend this is by saying it's an essence or a soul, right? So like our essence or our soul, that is there, and that's a fact, right? But listen to this. Try answering where that came from.
Exactly.
This is the question I couldn't answer.
That's what I'm telling you.
This is the question I couldn't answer.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like the atoms and shit, like the atoms that, you know, combine to create like the Big Bang and shit, like where did that come from? Like there's something
exactly, like yeah, like I mean, even, yeah, exactly, if you think about it like that, like it has to come from somewhere. Like I mean, quantum physics is all about like creating something from nothing. But like, I mean, can be honest, like, let's be honest, like, it's just like, I feel like a lot of the things that we've created to explain, like, yeah, like science is explaining the world, right? But like, also a lot of these constructs, like the Big Bang Theory, like they're all things that we've come up with and we don't know for sure, right? So essentially what I believe is that when we die, our bodies, right? Like that's just like, it's physical, right? But the metaphysical essence and soul of us actually gets dispersed into wherever the fuck. It could be anywhere. It gets
dispersed into time.
Yeah, into time. I mean, essentially into time. Like
because if you think about it, if you go to say like a black hole light years away, right? If you go to that black hole, you're going back. You're going back to the time to where dinosaurs fucking existed. Because think of have you heard of like say when fucking stars explode, like you don't see it yet, like when.
Because we need to wait for the light to travel to us.
Exactly. Yeah. Like we travel in a continuum fucking time.
Space-time continuum.
Yeah, space-time continuum. Like we travel, like it's not just like our physical selves, it's our energy and our perception of what we are and what is what.
Yeah, exactly. And you could even ask the question, like, have you ever, like, you're thinking, right? And you know you're thinking, right. But have you ever thought about how you're aware of the fact that you're thinking? Think about that. You're aware of the fact that you're thinking, and It's not your own brain. It's just awareness. And like, what is that though? What is that? Because that's not something that's like through your brain. Like your brain doesn't make you aware. Like if you're aware of the fact that you're thinking, it's completely independent from your thought process, right? And your brain. Like it's just something that's there. Ergo, essence, soul, right?
Exactly.
So I mean, like, yeah, that's basically my entire opinion on it. I mean,
no, bro. Like, I actually fucking like connect with you on that like opinion, bro.
No, it's crazy,
like,
bro.
Life, like, when we die, like, bro, when we die, it's proven that we have a DMT trip. It's and what DMT does, bro, it reveals everything that is unfucking believable to you. It reveals yourself. When people take DMT, why do
hyper awareness, essentially.
Hyper awareness, but way fucking stronger than acid. When you take DMT, you get like a third person experience. So like, makes you fucking think like, okay,
yeah, like you could essentially call that literally your awareness, because you're being aware of yourself.
Exactly. And that goes back to what you said, bro. Like, we are a part of everything. Like the thing where you said like you feel like the dashboard right there even when you're not
exactly
there.
Yeah,
we're all combined atoms with everything, and we are all just one.
Mm-hmm.
You feel
and
me?
the only difference between this car and us is this is a machine and we have that essence.
Exactly.
We have the soul,
exactly.
right? Like,
holy shit,
I know,
bro,
that's crazy, right? But like, that's why I was so stumped, because that was the question that I couldn't answer. I was like, damn, like, you really just can't make nothing out of something. Like, quantum physics is making nothing out of something, but even then, like, you still need like atoms, right? Like, but where did the fucking atoms come from? Where the fuck did the atoms come from, bro?
Did niggas
like,
just say, yo, we in? Like, no, bro, like, something fucking controlled that shit, bro. Like,
and then like from there we're drawing conclusions about afterlife and shit like that, but like, let's be completely honest, like, bro, there's no way we can come to a logical solution about how the world came to be.
Here's the thing, bro. Like, just as we created cars, all these machines we created, what makes you fucking think that the Bible was an other than human creation from...
Oh, it definitely wasn't. No, like, niggas just made this shit up, bro. Like, I could come up with a more creative story than the Bible.
Bro. Like, if we could come up with if we could come up with phones that we could fucking, like, control with our thumbs, not even by clicking anything, our fucking thumbs, humanity back then, when they didn't have that shit, could definitely come up with a fucking lie like that. I'm not
definitely.
I'm not saying people who fucking like believe in religion are dumbasses or anything.
No, they are. They are dumbasses.
Well,
they're
like,
pretty. No, okay, I wouldn't say dumbasses. They're just ignorant. But look, here's the thing.
Yeah,
it's completely expected in our society, the way we've been indoctrinated into this thing that like, oh, like God, like, oh, like I believe in God, like God's gonna, like everything's gonna be okay in the end because of God. Like, no, there's no one sitting up in the fucking clouds with a little briefcase that has your file in it with a plan for you. And no, there's not. Like, fuck no.
Yeah.
Like, we live and we react, and then there's a reaction on the world, and that keeps happening over and over and over, and there's infinite possibilities for every situation. What I'm about to say right now, it could be fucking anything, but I picked this way. Yeah, so I'm gonna have a reaction, and that's how life works.
Exactly.
It just keeps moving on. There's no one there that's sitting in the fucking clouds being like, okay, you're gonna do this now, you're gonna do this, and at the very end, you're gonna be a millionaire, and you're gonna be happy, and you're gonna be content. Fuck no. Yeah, you earn this for yourself. You earn this shit for yourself.
Dead ass, bro. Like, all right. So here's the way I describe life in a way, and like in its most true form, in a way in which I've like kind of been living it like as of lately. I think of life as a fucking fast flowing river, and we're all just fucking pebbles. We're all going through motion, and we don't have balance in our lives because we can't control anything that's moving around us, such as little pebbles in a fast-flowing
Exactly.
stream.
You put us in the fast-flowing stream. We're not the... Like, the stream has the impact on us. And we don't have an impact on the world. The world has an impact on us. We don't have an impact on the world. Oh, my God.
And the older we get, the wiser we get, meaning
we learn how to mediate
the much closer you get to the end of the stream, the more calmer it gets. And you learn to be at peace with okay, I'm not in control.
Would you say that the stream gets weaker, or we just become more adept to the habits of the stream and how it works, and we learn how to work around it, become more efficient?
It gets weaker because everything has to end, but it doesn't change the fact that you're a pebble. When you wash up on the sand, implying dying, it doesn't mean that you're not a pebble anymore. You're just a part of land. You're part of everything that is...
so the pebble is your essence. Okay, I was thinking of it as like a physical body.
You're planted onto what founded or what is holding the water, land. You know, like, because what's under the water? Land. Land is basically everything. Water is life that is holding us. But the moment we go back into the fucking dry and become part of all the other pebbles, rocks, and all that shit, that means we're out of life. Like, we're done with life, we're a part of everything, and we're just sitting there. We're just a part of everything, and that's what life is. Like our physical bodies, they die because they don't last. Our cells are trapped, our molecules are trapped inside a certain thing, but everything around us, the air we're feeling right now, it has no boundary and no limit, and is just everything, just as us being everything. You know, like when I took acid, my third time doing it, I was walking around like kind of my neighborhood, and I felt like I had a fucking connection to the plants, bro. As crazy as it sounds. And about
well, I mean, technically you do.
Probably like 15 minutes, and I'm being like, I have a video of this, like, of me tripping and saying this.
Oh, was
like,
this the bad trip?
No. I only had one bad trip. It was the first time I did it.
For sure.
But I remember I was like, it was probably 15 or 50 minutes in, and we were walking like on this bridge, and there was like trees on it, right? I was looking at the trees, and you know, like how trees, you know, they have like those little fucking like circle things, or not
on the inside of it to tell their life, to tell their ages.
Basically, like one fucking like it kind of free shaped into a fucking eyeball, and
that happens to Ion. I swear to God, he sees eyes everywhere.
Yeah, like there, and like I was looking at the ground, and there was fucking eyes and shit. I was like, bro, everything is alive. Everything is alive, and that's when I learned, like, cause bro. I used to be Catholic. I used to be hardcore Catholic. I used to post about Jesus and shit. Like,
that's hard.
And like,
well, you're Mexican Jesus. So.
Yeah, like.
Straight up. What did I call you last night?
Bro, Mexican Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, Mexican Chris Brown. That shit hard.
That shit, I'm dead.
Nah, you really are though, bro. You were dancing. I was like, damn, this nigga kind of good at dancing, low key. You got that?
Hold on.
I can't do it.
Shit.
No, I can't do it.
No, bro, we'd have to be outside of the car for that shit.
All right, wait, let's go get this. We need to figure out what strain we're trying to get. You know what I'm saying?
So, here, just get like two hybrid pre-rolls.
Hybrid pre-rolls?
Yeah.
How much you got?
20.
20?
How much are pre-rolls there?
Yo, okay, here's the thing. So we can get like a $20 white recluse.
What's that?
Nah, fuck that. It's actually
no,
you know what? We're not gonna buy that actually.
What's a white recluse?
We can get them for 15 at the other place.
What's a white recluse?
It's a like super indica J. It's probably the best J I've ever had in my life. But they kind of overprice it low key.
How much is it there?
20. It's 20 here, and then it's 15 at the new place we go in Irvine.
Okay, so if you can't find 10 J's, okay, if there's $5 J's or $10 J's, if there's $5 J's, get 4, and then if they're $10, if they're $10, get 2, and then if you can't get any of those, if they run out, just get the white recluse. Yeah.
Let me just see this.
By the way, guys, I have my ID and shit, but all the clinics around us are fucking like all the 18+ ones are like
they're all down right now.
They're down. Yeah. Like not even rolled, they're just down for construction. So
I got the rec, so we pulling up to this actual dispensary.
He got the rec.
The actual dispo. All right, what day is it today? Friday.
Told the buys if you know I'm good for it.
Donate two drinks and receive the third free.
That's actually some real, bro. I can't wait till you get back so we can like talk about that shit more.
For sure. Yeah, just give me like 5 minutes of shit.
All right.
You can hit all that shit if you want to play music. Just plug that in.
All right. So we just had the most fucking spiritual conversation, bro. Like this is the type of shit I love. Like these are the type of fucking homies I fuck with, bro. Like Kyle, he been a day one, bro. All the fake niggas I've been around, like he's been around me like with them, like, or no, he's been with me around them and shit. Like he's a real nigga, bro. Like on God, bro. Like he's been there for me like all the time, bro. Like on some real shit. Like he like a brother to me, bro. Like on the real. Anyway, I might put his Insta on my story. But yeah, hope y'all fucking enjoyed this. I don't know if anybody tuned in, but I'm just gonna leave it on my story so you guys could watch. So I'll see you fuckers later, and yeah, and